This is our first natural 20 on this season.
Whoa.
Very exciting.
I don't know what that means, but I'm happy.
It means there will be a sound effect added after the fact.
Take a playful look with Enfys book as they roll for crit hits with pagan wordsmiths.
Hello and welcome to 4 Quick Cues, Book Talk with Enfys. I'm Enfys Book of MajorArtQueerna.com, and this is the fun little show where I get to ask pagan authors 4 quick questions based on the roll of a dice. With me today is Thorn Coyle, who has worked in many strange and diverse occupations before settling in to write novels and also nonfiction pagan-y books. A queer non-binary mystic, Thorn has been a student of the magical arts for 40 years and taught in 9 countries on 4 continents and in 25 states. Thorn is the author of the Seashell Cove Paranormal Mystery Series, the Pride Street Paranormal Cozy Mysteries, the Steel Clan Saga, The Witches of Portland, and the Panthers Chronicles. Thorn's multiple nonfiction books include Sigil Magic for Writers, Artists, and Other Creatives, Kissing the Limitless, Make Magic of Your Life, and Evolutionary Witchcraft. Thorn's work also appears in many anthologies, magazines, and collections. Thorn, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me on.
This is amazing. Have you ever been interviewed by dice before?
I have not.
Amazing. Well, what would you like to name our dice for the purposes of this interview? It can be anything from Gerald to the heat death of the universe.
Cashew ice cream.
Cashew ice cream. Yum. All right, so that's our dice today for those who are watching this video episode. All right, cashew ice cream. Tell us what our first question is going to be. Oh, this is our first natural 20 on this season.
Whoa.
Very exciting.
Critical hit!
I don't know what that means, but I'm happy.
It means there will be a sound effect added after the fact. So, question number 20. Tell me about a whoa, magic is real moment you've had.
Oh my gosh. I've had so many. One that I remember is one Samhain. We had our ancestor dinner out and a plate, and I always have to offer my teacher, Victor Anderson, black tea with a pat of butter in it. And I know that there are cultures where buttered tea is popular and people enjoy it, but in the US, not very popular. I think Victor does it just to prank us, quite frankly. So we're sitting there having our dinner. The candle, the ancestor candle, starts to sputter, like the wick is dirty or something's wrong, but it was fine before. And I went, oh, I didn't make Victor's tea. So I went, quickly made his tea, put the butter in, brought it back to the table. The candle flared up and then settled back down.
Amazing.
And I said, this shit is real.
It really, really is. That's a fantastic story. I love that. Question 7, the writing section. Where do you like to write?
It's interesting. Pre-COVID, I wrote a lot in cafes. That was my primary place. But now I alternate between my desk. I have a little office nook. I live in a 100-year-old house and has a dormer. So I have a little office nook in the dormer. So I often write there. Or I write at the dining room table, sometimes if I need a change of pace. Other times, though, more rarely now, I do dictation walks.
So you're using, like, dictating into your phone while you're walking?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Do you have, like, a text-to-speech thing that's typing it out, or do you have to transcribe it later?
It's text-to-speech.
Nice.
And then I have to clean it up, of course. Yeah.
Of course. That's really cool. I love the idea of being able to do that on the fly. I usually just drop something into Google Keep or something and hope that I remember to look at it later.
Yeah.
All right, question number 3. Yet a number 6. Do you have a cheerleader in your life who keeps you motivated to write, teach, do all the things you do?
I am blessed to have actually an amazing community and a partner and another family member in our household, and I'm really well supported. And I have other friends who are writers who are local to me. I have one friend in particular that we get together often and write together or talk writing business together. And so I know some people aren't fortunate and they don't have cheerleaders. I am fortunate to have a lot of cheerleaders in abundance. And it's funny, when I first went back to writing fiction after writing nonfiction for years, my audience, to call them that, for lack of a better word, had to get used to it. And now those people are also my cheerleaders. Like, they can't wait for the next novel or the next nonfiction book. And that feels really good, because I was like, I'm really uncertain. I'm making this big leap and asking other people to come with me, and they have, which is amazing.
What are some of the best ways that your cheerleaders support you?
The main thing is my family understands that my writing time is my writing time, and that my work of writing is valuable work. And then I get supported in so many other ways. You know, I have people who support my Kickstarters. I have people who share when I have a new book out, or just people who write me and say, I really appreciated this book at this time.
Fantastic.
So I'm supported in a lot of ways, and I feel immensely grateful for that.
That's awesome. And it's really good to hear, because I want you to keep writing books.
Thank you. Well, and, you know, so many artists of all types don't get the support that their time for art is valuable time, right? That they're not interruptible in that time. So that's frankly my major blessing.
That is really good. Yeah. People respecting your time is so crucial.
Yeah.
For, you know, especially regardless of what your job is, your time that you dedicate to your thing is your time.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got our fourth question, which is a random encounter question. Would you like to roll the dice for this one?
Random encounter question.
And you roll both of them there.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one could be one of 80 different questions.
Cashew ice cream and the triangle.
Right. 4-4. Very nice and symmetrical there. In 20 years, what do you want to remember?
20 years, I want to remember how beautiful and amazing smallest bud on the tip of a branch looks when a drop of rain is about to fall.
Yeah. One of the things I really appreciate about your e-newsletters, you have these moments of like, just, this is a beautiful thing I saw, and just take a moment and look at this and breathe. That's the thing. I think it's so easy for people to just run right past amazing things happening. And I love that you remind us of that.
Thank you. It's the small things that get me through. And therefore, it's the small things that I cast out into the world to hopefully help other people. So I'm glad it resonates, because those small moments save me some days, truly. Times are hard.
Yeah.
You know, but there's still beauty everywhere.
Absolutely. Well, that's the end of our 4 quick cues. I would love it if you could tell folks what you're most excited about to promote, or things they should check out from among your body of work.
I'm just excited to be able to write and teach for a living, and I do teach online classes. I have a lot of books out that run the gamut. So there's one of my nonfiction books, Sigil Magic. I've got a series, Witches of Portland, activist witches fighting fascism and brutality and oppression with magic and community. If you want cozy, corgi, crime-solving mysteries with a ghost, the Pride Street Mysteries, Bookshop Witch, bonkers, totally wacky, paranormal cozies set in a little tiny Oregon seaside town. And if you want alt history, urban fantasy with shapeshifters, the Panther Chronicles. So you can find it all on thorncoyle.com. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Mastodon.
Awesome. Which Mastodon server, out of curiosity?
Wandering Shop.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks to everyone for listening to this weird, nerdy little dice-based interview show. If you enjoyed this episode of 4 Quick Cues Book Talk with Enfys, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a review on your podcast app of choice. And if you want more content along this line, please come to majorarqueerna.com, which is majorarqueerna.com. Whatever time it is, where you are, have a fantastic day, and may the dice of fate roll well for you.
Thanks for listening to 4 Quick Cues.
This is Enfys J. Book again. Tune in next time when I talk to another pagan author, and they will say something worth highlighting.
except that that hasn't happened yet, so I can't include it here, where I usually include a teaser for the next episode. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a hiatus from the podcast so that I can finish writing a book that I promised to finish writing this year. So, stay tuned, we will be back, and thanks to everyone who's been listening so far. If you haven't already, do all those like and subscribe type things, and I'll see you in a few months.